The Paris summit is an important step towards peace and guarantees for Ukraine after the end of the war. The Coalition of the Willing declaration recognizes for the first time the cooperation of the 35 countries that make up the Coalition of the Willing, Ukraine and the United States of America, to build solid security guarantees. 35 countries together, including 27 heads of state and government, NATO and European Union leaders, and for the first time, representatives of the United States participating in person in a meeting of the Coalition of the Willing. All of this shows that a final agreement on the terms for Ukraine is really close.
We think we're largely finished with security protocols, which are important so that the people of Ukraine know that when this ends, it ends forever. But we also think, critically, that we are very, very close to finishing up as robust a prosperity agreement as any country has ever seen coming out of conflicts like this.
The German chancellor also took part in the conference, concluding the summit. His country, at least for now, does not want to send its soldiers to Ukraine, just like Poland. Instead, a mysterious declaration was made about the deployment of German forces in another country. Germany will continue to make political, financial, and military contributions. This could include, for example, the deployment of forces to neighboring NATO territory in Ukraine after the ceasefire. The German chancellor did not specify which country he was referring to, but he is most likely thinking of either Romania or Poland. However, our government is not saying anything about this. The Polish Prime Minister was also present at the summit in Paris. Donald Tusk once again demonstrated how weak his position, and thus that of our country, is on the international stage, where cheap PR and social media are simply not enough. After the summit, its host, Emmanuel Macron, organized a joint conference with key partners from Germany, the United Kingdom, the United States, and Ukraine. Donald Tusk did not receive an invitation, so he organized his own conference at the Polish embassy for a group of journalists from Poland and spoke about the strategic position of our country. Poland will be the leading country in terms of organizational and logistical issues. Each task has a national leader, and among the 4 countries that will decide how to proceed after the war ends, Poland is one of the leading countries. But this is, of course, a serious challenge and a serious task, not something to boast about. The Polish Prime Minister did not explain why he did not mention Poland's serious logistical task at the joint conference with European leaders, but only spoke about it himself at the embassy. On the same day in the morning, before the summit began, Tusk once again verbally attacked and lectured the United States, arguing that the talks in Paris would concern Donald Trump's comments on Greenland. However, after the summit, it turned out that Greenland was not discussed. No one, not even the Prime Minister of Denmark, raised the issue of Greenland. We have become accustomed to Donald Tusk being capable of saying anything, but his total lack of credibility will also have an increasingly strong impact on Poland's image in the world.